Hey guys, what's up? I finally did what I said I would do, and I got to making a Game of Thrones What If. The verses will be coming soon as well. Tomorrow, probably. So, please like this video and subscribe for more Game of Thrones content or any type of content. Just comment down below what you like me to make, and thank you for doing any of that. So to start off this what if, let's change a few things. Robb doesn't kill Lord Karstark, and Walder Frey is okay with Robb not marrying his daughter. So the Red Wedding never takes place, but it's just a normal wedding. Then Arya is reunited with her family, and the Hound gets paid and decided to stay with the Starks. The Mountain is someone they plan to kill in battle soon. Because the Boltons would be alone in their fight against the Starks, they stay loyal to them, begrudgingly though. Jaime is returned to the Starks along with Brienne. Ramsay would march to the towers to return Theon, but mostly unscathed, as he wouldn't be tortured for long. One of the first things that would happen is Robb discussing with the other lords of the North his plan to take Casterly Rock. They would all scoff at this thought. They would all say that they couldn't take Casterly Rock, and if they could, they would be too weak to invade King's Landing. Robb would be forced to come up with a new plan. During their discussions, Stannis Baratheon would be brought up. Another thing he would do, like in the books, is name Jon Snow his heir if he were to fall in battle. Robb would execute Theon, but he would be relieved at his brother's survival. Robb and Catelyn would briefly return to Winterfell with some men and watch as it was rebuilt, and reaffirm his position as king in the north. While there, he and some men would search for Bran and Rickon. He would take them back to Winterfell with them. After Winterfell would be rebuilt, Robb would head south, leaving Bran to be the Lord of Winterfell, with some men in Winterfell this time. Bran would leave to pursue his journey and leave Rickon the Lord of Winterfell. He would leave this time with some men to guard and protect him. After Robb returned, he would discuss with the rest of the northern leaders their next move. Someone would propose an alliance with Stannis, which could hurt Robb's image towards his people, but would help their cause. Robb and Catelyn would head towards Dragonstone to meet with him. Robb would bend the knee like his father would have, and an alliance would be formed once again. Stannis would make sure this wouldn't be told to anyone outside of their closest allies. He would make Robb Warden of the North. Stannis would reassure Robb he was making the right choice by bending the knee, and that his people would have suffered if he had fought alone. The Tyrells would offer the Starks the chance for Arya to marry Loras Tyrell. They would most likely accept, but it's pretty tough to say. There would be a wedding in Highgarden. There, Loras Tyrell and Olenna would assure the Starks of their allegiance, as Olenna wasn't the one to pick the losing side by putting all of her eggs in one basket. Robb would tell them of their alliance with Stannis, and they were all now sure of the outcome of the soon-to-be battle. The Mountain would lead his men in one last offensive effort of the Lannisters. The Hound and Robb Stark together would kill him without too many casualties. The Lannister forces all regrouped in King's Landing. Tywin himself would ready the men for the end of the War of the Five Kings, when Blackwater Bay would be attacked by Baratheon and Tyrell ships, led by Stannis and Loras. As Robb Stark, Roose Bolton, Edmure Tully, and the Blackfish, along with the Hound, would be breaking through the gates as the Lannister forces had already moved their efforts towards the bay. The gates would be broken. The city would be laid siege to. The Lannister forces would face assaults on both sides and would lose the battle. Tywin would be captured, so would Joffrey, as he would be pressured to fight in this battle. The rest of the Lannisters would also be captured. The next day, Stannis would execute Tywin. Then Robb would execute Joffrey. When they would get to Tyrion, Sansa would tell them to stop and explain how he was always morally stronger than the other Lannisters, and the House Lannister would need a new lord. Stannis would want to kill him, but Robb wouldn't have it, so they let him live. Tommen and Cersei would go back to Casterly Rock under the eye of Tyrion, but the House Lannister would be very weakened after this. This story would take place during Season 4. There would be no royal wedding while the war was still raging on. So that is it for part 1 of this What If. What do you guys think? I kind of want to make them more in-depth and longer, at least in like the important moments, but I don't know. But do you think Robb would go it alone or seek help like his father would have? Do you think the Tyrells would have stayed loyal to the Lannisters? Please tell me by commenting. I will make a part 2 eventually, but before that, I got an even more exciting video about a certain prince from Dorne. So, see you guys. Bye.